the owner of more firearms than any resident of Gurnee, Illinois, except one. Mark McGuire, I'm Mike DePella. We're talking Cubs. It's the spring. Mike, you got 4 guys in that outfield. Who's the guy who's not going to make it opening day?
Well, I think for injury's sake, Cliff Floyd's going to be the odd man out on opening day. For the course of the long season, I think Matt Murren's going to have a lot shorter leash than he did last season. I think they're going to, I think he's going to be looking over his shoulder, and I think Murren could be in trouble.
So you see a full season out of Jock Jones?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's nice. It's a nice problem to have because you can platoon and hopefully keep people healthy. But I think when you're going into the playoffs, the team's built their own power.
Don't talk about playoffs.
Well, if it makes you feel better, when you're putting your #1 lineup together, this team is built on hitting the long ball. And I think Floyd, if you have any kind of Floyd like from 2005 with the Mets, that's the guy you got to go with. Yeah. And Jock Jones has also proven. I mean, this is a bopper of a lineup.
So you don't think Matt Murren has done anything to deserve a start?
No, I think he's going to get the start on opening day, and I think it's his job to lose, but I think there's, Cliff Floyd's a proven talent. I think it's going to be a tough situation for him to keep that job, or at the very least split at bats and go righty-lefty.
So you're looking at Floyd, Soriano, and
Jock Jones.
Okay, Felix P.A. doesn't factor in
Not yet.
at all?
No. And not when he went out and got Floyd. I don't think so. I think I see him taking over in center field eventually and putting Soriano in left.
Okay. Matt Murren, then, he's just a young guy. Are you stunting his growth as a 4th outfielder?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe a little bit. But what else are you going to do? I mean, if the Cubs spent $300 million with a win now
what else you could do is
philosophy.
Trade Jock Jones, maybe.
Yeah.
Although there were no takers for him in the winter.
And he wasn't too happy. If he gets off to a slow start, I could see them all sharing a whole lot of time. Everybody except for, of course, $136 million Soriano.
Right.
In center field.
Speaking of slow starts, getting onto the pitcher's mound,
I don't even want to talk about it.
Your 2 hot tub, Mike McGuire, ladies and gentlemen. Kerry Wood, Mark Pryor. They made their debuts last week. Kerry Wood looked okay.
Yeah.
He hit 94
yep.
and 96 on the gun.
Yep.
Mark Pryor, not so good.
Mid-80s with the velocity, not very good. He fell behind 8 of the 9 hitters that he faced. He let 6 of the 9 get on base. He got shelled. It was, again, he couldn't get his breaking ball over the plate, and he doesn't have a fastball anymore.
I think it was he wasn't used to having a baseball in his hand. He thought it was a towel.
He thought it was a beer. Oh, yeah, towel. He was the towel drill master. There's no doubt about that.
So are you afraid that he's maybe lost a swagger, the Mark Pryor swagger, and it might not come back?
He certainly doesn't seem any less confident when you read the paper or listen to him talk. I mean, he's a borderline arrogant person. I think part of that is all the needling he's gotten, but I've also heard, listening to the Chicago talk radio, people speculating about him not being as committed, about him maybe going out and, boozing it up and hitting on the chicks a little bit too much on season.
Brandon McCarthy, Brian Anderson.
Exactly.
I got one last question for you then. Let's say that Mark Pryor stays healthy all spring, but underperforms, but he's healthy come opening day. Is he your 5th starter, or does he have to earn it?
I think he has to earn it, and I think Uncle Lou's putting that on the table for everyone. I think if Wade Miller steps up, and pitches out his ass, I think, yeah, he'll take the job.
Okay.
Again, that's a situation where it's Pryor's job to lose.
All right. Well, Mike says it, though. A healthy but unproductive Mark Pryor is not in your starting 5 opening day, Cubs fans.
He's got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work to do. We got another month to go before opening day. For Mike, I'm Mike saying we'll see you next week.